Good morning, everyone. I'm Bhavna Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, GenTech Greater Noida. In management accounting, we have started with the financial analysis, different tools. In previous lecture, we have discussed the comparative income statements and comparative balance sheet. In this lecture, we are going to discuss another tools, that is common size statements and trend analysis. Common size statements indicates the relationship of different items of a financial statement with a common item by expressing each item as a percentage of that common item. The percentage calculated can be easily compared with the results of corresponding percentage of previous year or some of the other firms. Now, these statements allow an analyst to compare the operating and financing characteristics of two companies of different sizes in the same industry. So, common size statements are useful both in intra-firm comparisons over different years and in making inter-firm comparisons for the same year or for several years. This analysis is known as vertical analysis. So, basically, in common size statements, in comparative statements, we prepare common size income statements and common size balance sheet. So basically, there are two types of common size statements. One is common size income statement. The items in income statement can be shown as percentage of sales to show the relation of each item to sales. A significant relationship can be established between items of income statement and volume of sales. The increase in sales will certainly increase selling expenses and not administrative or financial expenses. So basically, an item is taken as common and all the other items are calculated on the basis of that common item. So in income statement, we take sales, net sales as the common base. So we take it as a base and all the other expenses or income will be calculated on the basis of the net sales. Second is common size balance sheet, a statement in which balance sheet items are expressed as the ratio of each asset to total assets and the ratio of each liability is expressed as a ratio of total liabilities is called common size balance sheet. So in balance sheet, because the total of assets and liabilities are equal, so the total assets or total liabilities are taken as base and all the rest assets and liabilities are calculated on the basis of total assets or liabilities. So first we'll discuss a question of common size income statement. So for 31st March 2014 and 31st March 2015, 2 years figures are given. Net sales, cost of goods sold, operating expenses and non-operating expenses. So basically the format would be same as we have discussed in comparative income statement. Like first we'll deduct the cost of goods sold from net sales to get the gross profit, then we'll deduct the operating expenses, and last we'll deduct the non-operating expenses to get the net profit. So first we'll prepare a column of particulars that is given in the question. Then we'll write all the figures that is given in the question for the previous year, that is 31st March 2014. Third column would be percentage of the previous year, that is 2014. Next column would be all the values of the current year, that is 31st March 15, and last is the percentage of the current year. So first, net sales is given in the question as 12 lakh and 15 lakh. So we will take 12 lakh as base for 2014 and 15 lakh as base for 2015. Then cost of goods sold is given in the question. We'll deduct cost of goods sold from net sales. Then we'll get the gross profit. Then we'll deduct the operating expenses and we get the operating profit. At last, we'll deduct the non-operating expenses and we can get the net profit for both the years. So now So now we have all the values of 14 and 15. Now we have to calculate the percentage. As I have discussed that we'll take the net sales as the base value. So that means 12 lakh would be base for 2014 and 15 lakh would be basis for 2015. So likewise, each item, so there would be a simple formula like each item would be taken on numerator. We'll divide every item with net sales into 100 to get the percentage value. So cost of goods sold can be calculated as 8,40,000 upon 12 lakh into 100 will get 70, or 72,000 upon 12 lakh into 100 would be 6%. Same is the case of 2014. Now here net sales is 15 lakh. So say for gross profit we can calculate 4,35,000 upon 15 lakh into 100 would be 29%. Or say operating profit 3 lakh upon 15 lakh into 100 would be 20%. So likewise each and every item percentage can be calculated. Now next is the common size balance sheet. Now in the balance sheet, we are given 2 years figures, that is 31st March 2008 and 31st March 2009. 2-year balance sheet is given with liabilities. Long-term liabilities are equity share capital and debentures, and current liabilities are creditors and outstanding expenses. So the same particulars format that which we have followed in comparative balance sheet would be prepared. First, we'll write the headings of the asset, and in asset we can classify as current asset or long-term assets, and then we'll do the total of the assets. Then we'll write the liabilities. Again, we'll write the current liabilities and long-term liabilities, and we'll do the total of it. So we are given 4 liabilities and 4 assets. Now again 5 columns would be prepared, same in the case of common size income statement. First we'll write prepare the particulars column, then the previous year figure, all the values already given in the question. Then we'll calculate the percentage of the previous year. Then we'll write all the values of current year, and then we'll calculate the percentage of all the current year. So as I have discussed, first we'll record all the assets. Here we can classify as current assets. So in the question it was given debtors and cash. So we can write the values of debtors and cash of previous year and current year. Likewise, we are given fixed assets. So machinery and furniture is given in the question. So we'll write the values which is already given in the question. Now we'll do the total of all the assets, which is 1236, and here total of all these would be 1360,000. Then we'll record the liabilities. First we'll write the current liabilities. Creditors and outstanding expense are given, and their values are given in the question. Then we'll record the long-term liabilities, debentures and equity share capital. Both the values we are going to record. And total would be same as the total of assets and liabilities for a particular period would be same. Now, in order to calculate the percentage, we will take total assets or total liabilities because value would be same. So we'll take it as base, and same is the case, we'll take every item in numerator side divided by total assets into 100. So 5 lakh upon 1236 into 100 would be 40.45, or 3 lakh upon 1236 would be 24.27%. 8,000 upon 1236,000 would be 0.64%. Likewise, all the items percentage can be calculated. Then for 2009, now here base would be 13,60,000. So say for machinery 4,41,250 upon 13,60,000. So that comes to 32.45%. Or say 6 lakh upon 13,60,000 into 100, it would be 44.11%. And the assets and liabilities percentage would be obviously 100 because that is the base and that would be the numerator. So likewise, in common size statement, basically we take any one item as the base and calculate all other items on the basis of that item. So in income statement, we take net sales as base. If net sales is not given, sales is given or gross sales is given, then we'll take it like that. And in the balance sheet, we take the base as total assets or total liability. So next topic is trend analysis. Trend analysis is similar to horizontal analysis, except that comparisons are made to a selected base year or period. Trend analysis are useful for comparing financial statements over several years because they disclose changes and trends occurring through the time. Now, this is the question. Now, in trend analysis is little different from common size statements because in trend analysis, we take the figures of 1 year as base year. Like in this question, we are given items of 2015, 16 and 18. So we'll take 2015 figures as base year and then we'll calculate the 16 and 17 percentage on the basis of 2015. So we are given 4 items: sales, cost of goods sold, administrative expenses and selling expenses. So now particulars, you will write sales, which is given in the question. So all the values of sales of 15, 16, 17 would be recorded. Then cost of goods sold is given. So we'll record all the values. Then deducting cost of goods sold with sales, we'll get the gross profit. Then we'll deduct administrative expenses, selling expenses to get the net profit. Now all these figures are given in the question. Now we can calculate the percentage of these years. Now the base year would be 2015. Generally, we take the first year as base year. So first year would be 100%. All rest figures can be calculated as so every item can be calculated by taking the 2015 figures as the base. For example, if we have to calculate the sales percentage for 16 and 17, now this would be 100. Now for 16, we'll take 15,000 upon 12,000 into 100. Or for 2017, we'll take 18,600 upon 12,000 into 100. So 155%. Likewise, in the case of administrative expenses, for 2016, 2,100 upon 1,800 into 100. Or 2,500 upon 1,800 into 100. So likewise, the figures of all the items of all the period of the year can be calculated. Thank you. That's all for today.